Since I'm not currently at a school, I decided to talk about the school that I spent the last 12 years at. I spent 7 years in second grade and then the last 5 years in fourth grade at Jennings Elementary. It is one of 25 elementary schools in Denton, Texas. Jennings is a very low income school, about 80% low SES. There are about two bilingual classes per grade level, making Jennings about 45% Hispanic, 45% Caucasian, and about 9% African American. Denton ISD does their own curriculum. They also have competency-based report cards in kindergarten through fifth grade. The competency-based report cards are similar to what most schools do in kindergarten and perhaps first grade, where they assess students on most of the standards each. We do 6 weeks on most of the standards, so that the students get a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and parents can tell where students are excelling or need work rather than getting a grade of, let's say, an 80 or a 90. As you can see on the screen, my library slogan was Jaguars Read. Jennings' mascot are the Jaguars. The READ is an acronym for Read Today, to empower yourself and discover tomorrow. Our mission statement at Jennings is also about empowering students to take ownership of their learning. And I like the word empower, because I believe that we should always empower those around us to be able to help themselves. My goals for the library were about welcoming our stakeholders into the library, not just physically, but digitally and emotionally, because I want the stakeholders to have ownership of the library. There were a lot of ideas that I had about this. Obviously, digitally, I want to start a Twitter for at Jaguars Read, and Facebook to really get the students and the staff and the community involved, parents, so that they can communicate and be involved. I have a lot of ideas there, but what I really wanted to focus on today was community involvement, the community also being the parents. Because our school is so low on the socioeconomic scale, we have a lot of very poor families, and with that comes undereducation. Denton has 2 universities, Texas Women's University and University of North Texas, and I believe that we are underutilizing the volunteer possibilities that Denton has. I think that we have a lot of families that do not speak English, a lot of families that are not literate in reading and writing, and we have a lot of families that need education in many areas, including health education. I would like to promote community involvement and ownership of the library by bringing in some educators or some volunteers, in even getting volunteers, teachers from our school to hold literacy classes, health education classes, English classes at the school once a month, to bring in the community, parents included, to help educate our local school community and help bring those up. That includes opening the school library and opening the school computer labs for these families. I utilized the school library toolkit and got ideas on pages 14 and 15 for community involvement.